another thing I did, and I spoke about this not long ago. Women, like, I have to take on a masculine. One of my pet hates, one of my biggest hates is masculine women. I can't. It's one of my biggest turn-offs. But they're like, we have to act masculine because we haven't got a man, so we have to do it ourselves. I'm like, all right, cool. I've not got a woman, so I'm gonna act like a woman. So I'm feminine. So why do you have to take? You can still be a woman and get a job. You can still have a job and be feminine and be a woman. You don't have to be this old boss bitch acting. Because men, when men get money, for me personally, and I know a lot of men, when they go to work and they're grinding and they're going out and stressing to get the money for this, they think of all the stuff they can do will provide their family. But when women get the money, they think of all the stuff that, all the reasons they don't need a man now. Do you get it? They get rich and think I don't need a man, I'm independent. When a man gets rich and thinks I can't wait to raise a family, look, I've got this money and I can raise my own family. And that's the difference between this new age woman and they're always unhappy. Imagine being 40 years old with no kids. What a vacant, horrible, boring life. You've got no kids to run around. You just sat there with a better kid life.
And you know what's a crazy stat?
It's an inside joke. Listen, because he's 40. It's not about you. Relax. We've been friends for many years. This is not about you, okay?
We were laughing at my vacuous life.
Yeah. Because he's 47 with no kids and he's on his way out.
It's crazy that when a girl, and they don't tell you this, and I really think they should, if you're still single at 30, you're more likely to not have children than to have children as a woman. So it's like, it's more likely that you probably will never have them.
He's not happy about that, actually.
I mean, you can say whatever you
No,
want.
we're not. It's like,
It's more likely or more unlikely does not define me.
No,
you know?
we're talking in general.
No, I understand, and I'm also talking in general. I just feel that, you know, I am actually...
It's impossible not to take it personally.
I'm actually not taking it personally. She can take it, you know, there are many more women in that age, and trust me, I'm still get carried when I buy wine, so I don't need to take it personally because, you know, I'm not worried about that. What, like, I do agree, guys, with what you're saying. Anything I do right now by myself is because I am by myself. But every day, I understand that I need to get to my goal quicker. Simply when I'm ready to give birth, hopefully in a year or two, I can stay at home and raise my children. There's no bloody way they're going to be nannies with my children and I'm somewhere else.
You see, that's why
I am the one who will raise my children because only I can give them the love that they need.
this is exactly why she should give me her Instagram, because I said that 2 days ago. I said, there's no way I'm going to let my children be raised by some psychopath at a fucking daycare, because you see these daycares in America where they're putting Hulk hands on the children and making them have Fight Club. Like, literally. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you gonna leave your kids with some psychopath? Like, I love the fact that my mom worked so hard as a single mom and did her best to be in my life as much as possible. She would be in her life in the daytime, and then she would work as a bartender at nighttime, trying to keep the lights on as a 27-year-old woman with 3 children. 3 children.
Amazing, bro.
You know what I mean?
They're like superheroes, bro. What women can do raising the families and all these kids, especially single moms. Like, I know for men, they don't really tend to go for single moms, but that aside, single moms are superheroes. I see, even my mum raised 4 kids. I've seen my dad a lot, don't get me wrong, but just women are superheroes. What they can do, that's the beauty of a man and a woman. There's a lot of stuff that men can do when they're like, go out, conquer the world and deal with stress. But raising a family, like, all these kids on you, just trying to get all these nerves, one's crying, one needs feeding, this, nothing, and they just get on with it. Like, the superheroes, man. You have to commend women, man, in that trouble. When women are women, what they can do, a man could never do.
Well,
Actually, that's not true. Single fathers raise better kids.
the statistics.
Like, if you've got a house, for me personally, from what I've seen in my life, I've never seen a man deal with multiple. One time
They can't because they only get custody like 10% of the time.
But what she's saying is, yes, it is actually factually true. Like,
no, I know this. I know. I've seen this fact, but I'm saying this from what I've seen. I've never seen a man like normally when I see it was different for me. Me and my son's from school when he was young, so I had 3 days a week since he was like 1 month old. I had to do all the night beats and I've changed everything. But I had one child. But I see a lot of men when they been with their wives or partners for a long time, and then their missus goes away for like a weekend and the kids are wondering what they don't know what to do. They're stressing away. Women just take it on their shoulders. That's what I'm just saying. I don't know if they've had them and raised them themselves. I don't know about all of that. But I'm saying is when they've been in a relationship, they're so used to having a woman there. when a woman goes along, they just like, oh, they're in turmoil. They're like, oh, I don't know, this kid's running around and they get wait for the wife to come back.
Yeah, and I think, and when going back to that, like I do think, like from a biological standpoint, a woman's specialty and talent is taking care of her children, nurturing them, loving. Like, you know, when we're sick, do you like want to snuggle up with your dad? No, you're like, Mom, where are you? It feels miserable. You know, she's like, pat your head, like, it's okay, retard. You're gonna be all right. Calm down. You know, you chill out, you feel good. And then at the same time, Dad goes out, makes shitload of money. Anything breaks in the house, like, Dad, can you fix this? He's like, all right, let me sort this out. You know, both people, mother and father, have their specialties, right? How, like, your ladies, we're down to two. Don't you like a guy that's handy? If you're like, hey, the dryer sheet's like shaking and moving across the fucking basement. Can you fix it? Don't you like a guy's like, just give me a second. I can watch a YouTube video. I can sort it out, right?
2 points. Gives him 2 points.
You know, but that goes back to the original thing that I personally believe at my brand is that men and women need to get over their bullshit. And you drop their egos, come together, have a family, make good children, and make a better society. This whole bullshit, we're at each other's throats, trying to tear each other apart. When you have your single girlfriends, your single guy friends are like, just leave him, you get a better one, I swear to God. Or the other side of them, just leave her, bro, just go out there, down on Tinder, fuck all these hoes, right? Both sides is retarded as fuck. Like, men and women, and if, you know why I have a job as a dating coach? You know, Billy has a job as a dating coach, Troy has a job as a dating coach, because men and women, they're both lost. In Western society, you think you have dating coaches in the East? They're like, no, but your dating coach is your grandmother, your grandfather.
The dating and relationship world is really messed up, and
Absolutely.
the modern society, people are not prepared to compromise.
Yeah.
And when I did a survey, and I take a survey by asking a load of people, myself personally, anybody I meet, I said, how long have you been married? Over 20, 25 years. I said, what's the secret sauce? Like, how is that possible? How did you do it? And every single time they said to me the same word, compromise.
Isn't that the opposite of narcissism and ego?
Yeah, right.
And
Modern society, people are not prepared to compromise. You say that to some people, they're like, what? Are you crazy?
how many people you know, man or woman, they take like 900 selfies and they're like trying to like find the best one to put like a million face app filters on to be as good looking as possible to make strangers on the internet happy. And these motherfuckers end up alone.
Have you ever been in those situations where you hear someone speaking on what they think relationships are, and then it just takes you back? Because you're like, wait, hold on. This is what you think a healthy relationship looks like?
Takes you back to what?
No, not takes you back as in takes you back.
Oh, right.
You're taking it back. You're like, because there's been a few times, I can't think of the head what they actually said, but a lot of times where someone will say something, and I'm like, you understand that's not like what relationship, that's what, because everyone kind of thinks of this, like, we will understand it. Everyone thinks of this cookie cutter, Disney fucking end of Snow White bullshit, like, what marriage is. They got married and live happily ever after. But that's not what life is. That's not even what life is.
Well, it's because as women, we're just told we can have everything. You can be tall, handsome, successful. I'm not daddy's gonna be faithful to you, and you're a queen, and you did nothing wrong if any of that goes wrong.
The problem is like what people want is the honeymoon period. You know, it's the honeymoon period, isn't it? It's when the neurotransmitters are firing, when that sexual chemistry is there, when that intensity is there. Do you know what I mean? And that's what people think it should be like the whole way through, and it's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen.
Unrealistic.
It's like whenever you blame women for something, it's like the gut reaction is to not. But I was like, if you blame men for having a shitty life, nobody says, oh, don't blame the men.
Yeah. What she said earlier about stupid people, I think there is I think, you know, there's a big stupidity clause that we're leaving out, because if you look at the bell curve.
She's not wrong.
No, because if you look at the bell curve, right, literally 50% of people are 100 IQ or less, you know, and so this is just based upon what I did some studies about Japan. So in Japan, the lowest IQ and lowest households, earning households, are in Okinawa. And Okinawa is an island in Japan. They have the highest divorce rate in Japan. And then Fukui Prefecture actually has the highest IQ in Japan, and they also have the lowest divorce rate. So it could just be anecdotal evidence based upon Japan. There's multiple factors. But I think they also say that the one reason relationships go south typically is because of money troubles. So I think, I think the stupidity factor really is a big thing that a lot of because I would assume everybody here seemed pretty intelligent tonight. It's been a very, balanced conversation. So I think that the stupid factor is really there, because I think when a lot of people, guys are thinking, damn, 78% of